If anybody has any thoughts after, we'll certainly have to do it. What happened last week to George Floyd is an absolute injustice, absolute murder, and not just the officer that committed that murder should go to jail for a very long time. The ones that are associated with him that watched it happen absolutely should be going to jail for a long time. And I think that, when everybody sees that on screen, I think most of us probably, I would be shocked if every single one of us weren't in agreement on that. And I think it's important, to when you see stuff like that go on in the world, you start to think that the whole world is like that, and the world could be against you. And I think it's important to know that there are injustices in the world that go on, and there are things like that have to be rooted out. To me, it's evil. It's obviously it's murder, and the people have to be held accountable for all of those kind of things and go to jail for a very long time. I think it's important when you start to feel how it is, and obviously I'm not African American. I didn't grow up African American, so I don't know. I don't deal with some of the things that African Americans may have dealt with respect to police. So I don't pretend to understand what someone's individual feelings may be or may not be about those kind of things, and I don't judge those kind of things. What I think is important to understand is that as a program, one of the great things about Red Bank and one of the reasons why I took this job and one of the reasons why I love this program and I love the guys in it is that we all work together, and that's one of the great things about football. We all work together for a common cause, and we all try to lift each other up and to not just be the best that we can be, but hopefully we hold each other accountable to be the best person that we can be. And when we see things that are injustices, as friends of each other and people that care about each other, we have to point those things out. Now, I am all for everybody going in anyone that, feels that they want to protest any kind of actions like that. They certainly should. And I, this is my personal belief, but I believe it should be a peaceful protest. And I believe in stuff like the Ten Commandments when, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. And when I see things like that, to me, things are wrong. And when I think about wrong and right, doing what's right to me is always in fashion. So if you see an injustice, you should point it out. It's your duty to point it out. It's your duty to be able to get help when you need help. It is important to do the right thing. And it's a movie from the 80s, but but doing the right thing is important. That never goes out of style. So the way that you guys treat each other, which I think 99% of the time you guys do a great job of it. In times like this, we have to rally around each other as much as we can. The beauty of the football program, the way that football works, and the programs I played in myself in college and in high school is that everybody, it doesn't matter what your race, creed, color, religion is, that we're all working together for a common cause, and we're all trying to get the most out of each other. And the more that we could bring those things to our own lives and think about it in that way, that's why I think football is the greatest sport, because it forces people from different backgrounds, ethnicities, religions to all work together and to be able to figure out how we can put those things, our backgrounds that are different, aside, and then also to be able to have a conversation without judgment of each other, but to be able to understand each other, because everybody might think about things in this world slightly differently. And, when you see in the media and stuff like that, everything is always one side or the other, and one condemns one side, the other condemns the other side. And the way that I look at things is that the more we listen to each other and hear each other's thoughts, even if we disagree with people on certain things, the more we push the conversation along as people. And, I think it's important for us in times like these to go and ask each other how how we feel about things, to listen to somebody else that may not grow up exactly the way you grew up. And this goes for both sides. No matter how you grow up, it's important to understand other people and where they come from, because as much as everybody wants to make the world as to this is the answer to that, and this is the answer to that, or this is the answer to that, there's a lot of different beliefs that people have, and everybody should be allowed to have their own beliefs at the same time that we understand where people are coming from, and we always try to do what's right. Okay, nobody's perfect. Okay, I mean, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, and that's just my religion, and I believe he died for our sins, and I don't oppose that on anyone. Whatever you believe, whether you believe in Allah, you're Hebrew, whatever that is, okay, your religion, all the fundamentals come down to doing what's right and doing right by other people, okay? And we're all flawed as people, but it's important for us to understand where other people are coming from, and then to also support each other and to do the right thing, and when we see something wrong, to point that out. I think that's important stuff that we could really learn from all these things. And then how does that relate to us, man? The more that we, from a football program, learn to get along, figure out how to help each other, to help each other be the best they can, when somebody's in trouble, to be able to support somebody, to feel comfortable enough to reach out to someone when there is something going on, okay? And for all you guys, I'm going to put it in a Remind app. I'm going to put, because I know schools always, want you to go through the Remind app and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to have, I'm not going to deviate from that communication. But I am going to put my phone number in the Remind app for you guys, because I don't want any of the guys that play for me, and obviously this goes for coaches as well. If anytime any one of you guys ever get in a situation where for some reason your parent isn't there to help you, for some reason nobody else is there to help you, if you need me to come there, and I don't care what it is, you need help with it, you call me or you text me, and if I have the ability to be there, I will be there. And if for some reason I don't, I will get you the help that you need, okay? I mean, the only time I don't do much, but maybe if I'm on vacation or something. But as far as that, I want you to be able to know that at least you have one other person besides your family members that you can call or reach out to if there's something that you need to talk to me about, okay? Don't send me anything as far as what you might play gaming-wise or anything like that. I don't need to know who you're dating. None of that kind of stuff. Unless there's something that's causing you a problem with that, then yes, I certainly would be there for you. But as far as with respect to if you need help with anything, you're ever caught in a jam, you ever have a problem, you see something that you need assistance with, you see an issue going on that you need help with, or you just can't talk to, for some reason you can't talk to your parent about something, or a sibling about it, you can give me a call, you can text me, and long before we had things like Remind app, I always had this with my players. Let me just make sure. Okay, I'm sorry. Long before, you guys hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me. But long before they had things like Remind app, I always gave my number out to players, and I'm gonna at least give this to you guys so you guys can be able to contact me anytime you need to, if there's some sort of jam that you get up to or you need help with something. Okay, I want you to know that you have somebody that's there for you, even if you feel like you can't talk to anybody else. Okay, that's important to me. And I believe our assistant coaches are the same way, but I want you to be able to know that you have that resource. Okay. As far as when I think what I think about how we have from a program standpoint, like I said before, one of the great things and what makes this program more special to me than any program and on our schedule or any teams that we play with is that we all figure out how to work together, and we all come from different towns. different financial backgrounds.
Coach, you're muted again.
Oh, muted again. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. The great thing about Red Bank is that we all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different financial backgrounds. We come from Red Bank, Little Silver, Shrewsbury, and we all work together towards a common goal. I think that's what makes Red Bank Regional a special high school and a special place to be. That everybody else has, is not always privy to. So I think that's really, really important. Hold on one second, because I feel like I've been muted twice here, and I just want to, let's see here. All right. Okay, good. All right. All right, does anybody have any questions about anything that I discussed?
No, Coach.
Anybody have any comments about it? Floor is open.
Guys, on this team, we're brothers, and last year there were some kids were kind of messing around and stuff, and this year I just want you to know that we're always here for you in the same way that Coach is, us older kids. We're here to help you, and if you need any help with anything, our doors are open too. We're a family.
Anybody else? Okay, before I go. Okay. Before I go, I just want to show you guys. Okay, when I think about the program, and just for some reason someone kept muting me. I don't know who it was, but I may be accidental. This is who I see in our program, and this is what we want to continue to build off of. Okay, when I see this stuff, you know what I see? A lot of guys smiling, and a lot of guys that want to be around each other. And that's unique. You don't realize how special that is on a football team, but even more than just on a football team, within your own team. And the more you guys could take care of each other and support each other, wins and losses, those are going to take care of themselves, because the truth is, the more you love each other and the more you support each other, the more wins you're going to have. And that's just the bottom line. Those things take care of itself. And it's important to take care of each other, and that is the key to everything, that we're doing going forward. All right. I don't want to go into it, because I kind of want to leave it on that. Wednesday we will go into offense, okay, in depth. Make sure you're doing your workouts. That's obviously key. I'm sure Provine will have something on Thursday. I'll get you over to ripped information. And make sure you guys take care of each other, all right? The more you could do that every single day consistently, you're going to have an impact. And the more you point those things out to each other, and the more you spread that love, and that's the truth, the more you spread that love, the more impact you will have on people. The more you have that love for each other, the greater impact you will have on each other. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks,
Well
Coach.
said.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Nah, yeah.